they have not mentioned at all. So it's something else coming that they're not telling you about. It's Dark Winter Part 2. And I'm going to detail to you what they're saying right now. And I'm going to take you into a video of what they're saying. And then after that, I'm going to take you to really detailed information about something else that they have not mentioned at all. So thanks for tuning in here. And like I said, this won't be a long video. Don't just run out of the video like most people do because they don't have any attention span, because attention span has been killed, and that's the reason why people don't get information for the most part today. But not the general audience. But here we are. Denver prepares for biggest snowstorm in more than a century. Remember, Texas just had this situation go on. And it says, a much-needed change from last month's polar vortex blast nearly collapsed Texas power grid. A monster storm could strike Denver surrounding areas this weekend. Meteorologists continue to track the weekend winter storm making its rounds in Southern California midweek, set to arrive in southern Colorado late Friday and dump snow across the state through Sunday and early morning evening. Sorry I got this video out now. I could have got it out earlier, but I just found out about it, so I'm making this video. So remember, people actually died in the Texas storm. I don't want to see it happen in Colorado storm, so remember to get the solar power units that you need and everything else. So what is it saying could happen? Arrival times, snow-covered roads, whiteouts, blackouts, everything. And let's go into what they're saying here on this video clip. I'm going to let you hear what's being said. I'm going to pull my screen down. We're not going to watch the whole clip, just some of what they're saying here. And then I'm going to lead you up into something that's very mysterious that they're not telling people. So I'm going to play this clip for you right now. Alright, so it's about to play here in a second. Okay, so there it is. Let's turn the volume up.
Executive Director of the Department of Infrastructure, and Matt Mueller, our Executive Director for the Office of Emergency Management. We got what could be potentially a major winter storm heading our way, and beginning in the next few hours with possibility of bringing anywhere from 1.5 feet to 3 feet of snow to the metro area. Those projections.
Alright, and so don't be like, oh, you hyping it up, and oh, it's conspiracy, because I hear people saying that. People still sleep to what's happening. I mean, question is right here in the comment section, is it a conspiracy that geoengineering happened, or are we being attacked right now, or is it just a solar minimum? Tell me what you think in the comment section. If you think solar minimum, hit me with a S. If you think it's geoengineering, hit me with a G. If you think it's just nature, hit me with an N, and then I'm going to show you at the end of this video what I'm talking about. Alright, so my bad for the interrupting.
From what was being projected just a few days ago when the storm first started to...
In fact, man, I ain't got time to wait on this dude. They're waiting to respond and stuff, and it's stopping. No time to wait for this ball to do. But anyway, I'm gonna go into the report. The cold isn't the biggest threat to Colorado's power grid. Other climate disasters might be, they say, February 20, 2021. And what could those other things might be? Well, that's where I'm about to hit you with that information in just a second. And I see a lot of people said G in the comment section. I'm trying to look to see what other people are saying. Thanks for that super chat. What are you up to? I'm up here chilling, just trying to get the information out to y'all so people can literally survive. And so what we're going to take you into right now is the next piece of information I want you to actually see. First, we'll take you into be prepared. And then I'm going to take you into what they've been covering up and not putting out on the news anywhere. Be prepared for possible power outages as the storm approaches. Didn't they warn us of dark winter? Xcel Energy has some tips to prepare for the storm headed to Colorado. So now they're going to give you tips. And remember, in Texas, they said, oh, this is controlled blackouts, because they started controlling the blackouts. And now I want to ask you a question live here right now. What would be the reason Colorado would be targeted next if the targeting program went to that? So I want to ask that question and see what people have to say in the comment section. If you have family over there, I want to say one other thing. If you have footage or video of anything happening there, send it out and we'll get it out there. We'll share it and we'll let other people see it. And like if somebody's in a dire situation, we can share it and get it out, and hopefully that gets more help to those people in that region. So I'll play a little bit of this clip and then I'm gonna get you into the cream of the information that I've been telling you about here in just a second.
Staffing needs. Holly Velasquez Horvath with Excel Energy says the company has a little over 100 extra electric workers on standby.
That is over and beyond what we normally have in Colorado.
The heavy, wet snow could potentially bring down power lines and maybe some tree limbs. So Holly says Excel also contracted more vegetation workers. Those are the people that help with broken tree limbs.
And also have already done outreach to other utility partners in the state and also in neighboring states in case we need them to come in and help us.
If you do have to report an outage, road conditions, go to...
This is the climate wars. That's all I can really think of in my head. This is the climate wars. This is the climate agenda. This is how, if they keep doing this is how the UN intervention is going to happen. So I'm going to take you into this next report here in just a second. Happy Friday, B-Flaves, and happy Friday to everybody here. So we want you to make sure you see this information right here. Colorado has a long history of geoengineering, but this is a new report put out, and it's put out by who? EDF, Environmental Defense Fund. So are you going to say, oh, the Environmental Defense Fund is a conspiracy? Because I keep hearing people say that stuff. Measuring the true impact of Colorado's climate delay, Minding the Emissions Gap, Part 2. January 6, 2021, this was put out. Because I'm the one who told you about Texas and they put new particles over the sky and everything. After Colorado legislature passed landmark climate legislation in 2019, which included statutory mandate directing the Air Quality Control Commission to adopt rules and regulations to reduce statewide emissions, the state has yet to even propose a policy framework of getting the job done. This three-part series explores Colorado's delay analyzing impact on total emissions, state's ability to meet its own climate targets. It says this post was updated January 19, 2021 to reflect Colorado's final greenhouse gas roadmap. This year, Promising Climate News, Colorado State largest electric unit energy announced it will close 2 of its coal-fired units sooner than planned and support plant workers through retraining retirement opportunities. While this is a step in the right direction for Colorado's clean energy future, much more policy action will be needed to meet the state's statutory emissions. Now, when you go into the geoengineering part, let's just go right here and give me a second. I'm going to take you into it. So I'm going to hit you right here, and this is what you can go look up. You can look this up on your own. Just go look up Colorado. Just go look up Colorado. It says colony. And then look up geoengineering. So after that, I'm going to take you into it right here, and then everybody can go look up this Geoengineering University of Colorado Boulder. They've had many projects doing this stuff, and here's $4 million they got just in 2020. What does it say? The top climate change scientists for National Oceanic Atmospheric Administration. It says Boulder, Colorado, U.S. Geoengineering Research gets a lift from $4 million from Congress. Now I'm going to science, and this is for Colorado, obviously. So basically, we're not going to actually go through all of this right now. We're just basically showing you where you can find this stuff at, because this is pretty much the plan. Geoengineering, Colorado schools of mines. There's just so much going on with that. And I'm going to leave some links to this stuff below. And it talks about the applications and everything else that's being used and applied in certain areas. Laboratory 3.0 semester categorization. Lots of different stuff, earth materials 3.0. Basically what I'm saying is the information that I keep finding that every time something happens and before it happens, 1 year before I start to see something being pulled out, and they'll tell you we're going to do this. What does it say, Colorado? We're going to do this. We're going to do that. So this is the information I wanted to get out to you, but at the same time, remember to get that information out to people and let them know. Colorado's been a test bed for years for this.
Who's that?
ourselves to the edge, all playing the part to this extreme world. It came from the choices we made every day, the sources of information we fed from. Do you look at the world through your own eyes? Or do you filter your opinions through somebody else's story? People stayed locked up and listened to the dictators on the screens, who were just a stage play to keep us entertained. Most had not left their houses since the start, believing the world would return to some level of sanity. But the world had always been insane, and this wasn't going anywhere unless we made the change. There is nothing left, but something tells me we must go on. The only way out of this is through. He said he stayed around here. Looks quiet. Kane? Have they taken Ethan?
Oh, you're joking.
I know.
One person that group I thought would at least have made it out.
I know, and the fact that he hasn't made it out doesn't give me much hope.
Yeah, but I've been on the run for a year, so I'm sure we'll go. Now we're going to be captured.
Internment camps became the next stage in the agenda. By completely dividing people energetically, it allowed their corruption to breed among society and keep the people fighting. Creativity and independent thinking had become dangerous. People were not permitted to think their own thoughts. It was a crime to step outside of their rule. With the barricade of fear, people submissively concaved to their own slaughter. In our subconscious sleep and denial of self, most people didn't understand why they were alive.
He's here somewhere. He can't be far.
If this is the way it is, well, so be it. We repeated history again and again. But if people choose not to listen to the truth, it will always be our own denial that brought us to the horror.
Kane,
What are you doing here? How did you find me?
looking for you everywhere. What have I done to your face?
Give me a shave. Give me a deep clean as well. I'm going to give me new clothes after they do the deep clean.
No. We're gonna get out.
They said that they're going to move me to a different place outside of London in about 14 days, yeah?
No, why do you seem like you need to... Come on.
What, you think I'm just be able to
Yes,
walk out?
you're gonna be able to get out. It's easy.
It's not that easy, is it?
I need you.
I'm sorry I left before. It's just I knew I'd get caught as well. You've got an angle grinder. You need to get through the fences.
Do it. Let me see.
Who?
On our own, we're just gonna fade into nothing. We need each other.
People that know like zombies, man.
Exactly. You don't want to become like that.
They're not people. They're not human. The closest thing to human I've ever met.
You're still human. You need to come outside.
Like, you know when they say we're living in a simulation, that's a genuine simulation right there.
Exactly. You don't want to become that simulation, okay? I need you.
Yeah, I'm just gonna get caught again.
Look, we're not. I promise you. We're gonna be okay this time, right? We're gonna hide somewhere really, really good. I've got somewhere in mind.
Whole lives in hiding. Is that how it's gonna be?
Fine. Found you now. You're gonna get out, and we're gonna be together. This will be okay. I'll meet you over there at the East Bank. Go under the
East
hallway,
Bank,
okay?
yeah?
Yeah.
right? You always need that moment. I won't leave you, but right now, take a deep breath. Hey, wait. Let's get out of it because otherwise we're going to get found. I'm not going back in there again. We need to get out of it, otherwise we're going to get caught.
Then, I was with people I didn't really recognize. You know how dreams be. And then there were some drones coming. Now, I haven't ever really saw a drone in person, not like flying. I've not seen one just fly past me or anything like that. Like, I've only ever seen them just sitting there, you know, on the shelf, or, you know, I've not seen one in action before, except for on TV. But this one, it was up in the sky. I know that drones usually have cameras. So I looked up, and it was like, maybe 20, 30 feet in the air. And I looked up, and I waved, just being silly. And, it went slightly back and forth as if, like, whoever was controlling it was saying hi. So I was like, oh, that's cool, you know, probably one of the people in the area bought one. But then, will you guys stop it? But then, another came, and then another. And the first few extras that came, I waved at. But then, more started to just come in drones, you know, like, they was just coming. And I was like, you know, that's weird, because I don't live in a city area or anything, like, that's weird, it shouldn't be happening. And so, by this time, in the dream, I was looking up at the sky, the people I was with was looking up at the sky, and even other people started to hear the sounds of the drones. I guess they make sounds. They started to hear the sounds, and they were coming out of their homes. And then I started to see airplanes and jets coming, and helicopters. They're like, and it was like government people coming. But there was some of the there was regular type airplanes, then there was like regular helicopters, but then there was the types of helicopters now. They have the double blades, and you usually, if you look at pictures of Vietnam, you usually see these types in like Vietnam type photos and stuff. They used them in war, you know, but they have the two propellers on top, like a helicopter, but I can't remember the name of it. But I looked them up, and in with this, right around this part on the screen, I'm going to try to remember to edit in the names of it that I looked up, because I could clearly see them, and I tried to match which ones, what did it look like. So somewhere around here, you will see what I looked up, the name of the airplane. But that's what I saw. And there was many. And there were some airplanes that was like really high up in the sky, and then some that was like medium. And there were some that were like really, really, really low. And then, so by this time, everybody was on high alert, like, what the fuck is going on? And then, like, there were some people, and I remember sitting there and had my phone in my hands, and I remember clearing away things so I could get the camera up. So that's the video camera. And I remember seeing some others video cameraing the airplanes and what was going on. They were videoing it. And then there was these government people came up. There was like, some were in camouflage, some were in like cop uniforms types, you know what I'm talking about. And then some was just in everyday clothing, but you could tell they had some type of authority by the way they were acting. And they were questioning people, you know, the ones they went for first was those who they saw filming. So they went for the ones who was filming first.
asking questions. They said, come with us. We're going to ask you questions. They got into, and whoever came with them, who was getting questioned, they had to go into this black vehicle. They had a whole bunch of like black vehicles, like SUV types, black vehicles. Stop it, baby. So, and you didn't see them again. At least not in that dream, And there was some, they would just walk up to them, snatch their phone, just take their phone, like confiscating their phones. Like, not giving any reason as to why, they were just doing it. So they were taking phones, confiscating them, without any reason, or warrant or anything like that. And specifically, they were going for the ones who were video cameraing, really recording what was going on in the sky. So this dream had a whole bunch of government airplanes coming from the sky, government officials coming and confiscating phones and like grilling people for what they saw. And I remember in the dream thinking, damn it, me and my mom, so I have a family. I remember thinking, me and Mom, we didn't go shopping for just in case moments yet. And that's what I call it, just in case moments, because I had in my mind, I want to get a whole bunch of supplies, like just non-perishable food, things you might need, like, feminine products, things you might need just in case you can't go to the grocery store, just in case, for whatever reason, just in case the grocery stores aren't open. I just want to get it, have it there, and I could just say I have it, but I haven't got everything that I need yet, that I feel like I need. I have a list. This is in real life. I haven't got that stuff, and I want to get this stuff in real life. But in the dream, I remember thinking, damn, I should have went shopping sooner, because it was like pandemonium, and you knew in the dream shit is going to be crazy in the grocery stores if you try to go to the grocery store. You wouldn't be getting shit. It would probably be rioting, people stealing shit. It was that crazy in the dream from all of the everything that was going on. And so I remember just having a heart-sunken feeling like I should have did that sooner. I should have went and got supplies sooner. And that's pretty much the rest. Keep in mind, I am leaving out a few parts, but that's the main parts that I wanted to share. So I don't know, is this dream something? I don't know. I'm just telling you what I dreamed. I'm not going to share what my thoughts are about this dream, as I do have thoughts, but I'm not going to share them. I'm going to leave it up to you. What do you think this dream means, I'm not going to share what I think. All I know is it's crazy in times, and I am just me as an individual. I want to be prepared for anything. And to me, when I woke up, I realized I was thinking, it was kind of on my mind, I need to get those just in case moment stuff. I need to get my emergency stuff just in case. I need to get supplies. That's what I remember thinking. I'm not saying anything's going to happen. I'm not saying anything like that. I'm just saying, for my just in case moments, that's what I want to do. And that's what that dream reminded me of. When I woke up, I felt like, I was like, damn, okay, I still have time. I can get the stuff, Because in the dream, it was just like a heart-sunken feeling. Oh, there was another part of the dream I wanted to share. I remember going, having my phone in my hand, and instead of coming straight back home, I went to this area where it's like a huge ditch area, but it's like has a whole bunch of like overgrown plants and stuff in it, and it's right at the road. And I remember going in there, and I was gonna dig a hole underneath a whole bunch of brush, take the battery out of my phone, bury it, and just hope it didn't get water damaged. Because I was thinking, if I did that and hid it somewhere in my home, what if they came and took my phone? You know, what if they came and took everything, you know, took all electronics or something? You know, that's in the dream, that's what I was thinking. I don't want my phone to be where I live just in case they come confiscating everything. Because I knew they were taking stuff for no reason from the other people, so what if they did that to me? And I didn't want my phone being taken because of pictures, because, you know, that's where all my contacts are. I don't remember hardly none of the numbers, as most of us don't nowadays, you know. But before I did, I went to contact one of my friends, and I called my friend just to tell her what was going on, and I sounded so distraught, and just remember thinking, like it was just a sad feeling, like, but also adrenaline pumping, you know, in the dream. But then, when I was getting ready to call my friend, there was these two little kids that came up. Now, I don't know what this means, but these two little boys came up and saying, we need a mommy, and I don't have kids. Said, we need a mommy. Will you be my mommy? And the grandmother looked like she was halfway to dead because she looked so terrible. Like, she looked, and I'm not being, this isn't because she was older, but she just looked fucking terrible. Like, she was sick or something. Like, she looked so terrible. She looked like she wasn't that much more before she was gonna die, because she looked that bad. You can visibly tell she was sick from something. But the little boys, they looked like they was early elementary school age, maybe even preschool. And they didn't have much hair. They had little hair in spots, but it was like very thin, like, and they had like sores on their bodies, like sores or scrapes or something. And they were very dirty, but it looked like their hair had not been going right, or like skin infections, or I don't know what, but their hair was like, I don't know how to explain it, like just, it was sores on their head, and then their hair was just growing in very, very thin, and they didn't look healthy. Their eyes looked, they just didn't look healthy. They looked skinny, and I remember, you know, because I'm a female, my maternal instincts popped in, and I was like, damn, I don't know if I have enough food at home to take on these kids, you know, but I was thinking about it. But then these two white guys came, and they had shaved heads, and they was trying to, like, force me to stay there. But then these other people came, and the two white guys looked scared of those other people that came. They was just everyday population civilians, you know, but they looked scared, like they was beefing or something, you know. And I looked at the people that clearly, the two white guys that was trying to get me to stay, I looked at the people that they seemed to be scared of. I was like, can you please help me? Because I was on the ground just trying to fight them off. And then they helped, and I hauled my ass back home, and I intended to just stay there without the kids, because I could tell the kids was somehow related to the two white guys with the skinheads, with the bald heads. But the people who helped, that helped me was, I remember distinctively seeing a tall black guy. So I don't know if that means anything, but it seemed, in my dream anyway, it seemed like the white people and then the black people, they had like conflict going on. So I don't know what that means, you know, like, and I'm not saying anything here, I don't know, I'm just telling you what I dreamed. But I was very grateful that, in the dream I was very grateful that they came. And I remember seeing in full detail what these people look like. I don't recognize them at all. But it was crazy. So there seemed to be some type of like tension among races, something with government people coming, taking shit. taking people's phones and just like they was taking over shit. It kind of reminded me of martial law. So that's what I dreamed. Crazy, right? Let me know if you have any thoughts or if you've about this dream or if you've dreamed anything similar. I'd be very interested to know. And if I have any other type of dreams, I will definitely share. So stay tuned. If you have not subscribed, please feel free to subscribe, but only if you are wanting to. Like this video. Liking and commenting on videos help. If you are wanting to help people of YouTube who post videos, like their videos, and comment. But if you don't want to, that's cool. I'm just sharing what I am experiencing. And if you've made it to the end of this video, comment, I made it, in the comments. But don't forget to let me know if you've had any weird dreams. What do you think that dream means, you know? Let's have a discussion here, you know? But I know that there will be more dreams. And I know what I feel about the dreams, but I don't want to share that. People are already scared enough, you know, and I don't want to add to anything, you know? But, and after all, it is just a dream, right? It's just a dream. Have a good day.